Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis, and starting on the 1 hour chart here. As we said yesterday, of course, before we drop towards the downside, we still have one more chance for the bulls. And we have to take it, of course, before simply ignoring it, knowing that this leading diagonal has a little bit, I would say, not perfect trend line, yeah, but it's not really necessarily. The fibs and the rules are respected very, very good inside this leading diagonal, and we're looking here at an A, B, and a C almost finish, or WXY I would say, because this has finished in 3 ways. We were still looking for one more leg. Well, this is the hard thing when it comes, of course, to finish between ABC and between WX and Y. Yeah, so the difference is that with WXY you finish in 3 ways, while the wave C finishes in an impulse 5 ways. And in this case scenario, it is not really really hard or really easy to know if you are in WXY unless you get the invalidation of the wave 1. When you are in an impulse 1, 2, 3, and then you move, the wave 4 moves towards the upside, then okay, this is the invalidation, meaning bullish. So now, currently, we just got, of course, the confirmation that we are bullish, right? Because we just invalidate this impulse, meaning we're moving for higher already. There is no wave 5 anymore. And then there is here a wave 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5. So even, again, if you remember, since 2 days, the best confirmation for the bullish is always this high. Yeah, taking the high, taking the 1-to-1 fib level, and of course moving toward the upside. This is what I'm expecting today, and I'm expecting a little bit impulsive wave. Yeah, I'm expecting an impulsive wave 3, so it should unfold. Well, it's gonna need a little bit time, but of course it has to unfold before the weekend starts. If the weekend starts before unfolding this wave 3, that would be a little bit hard to get during the weekend. Yeah. So far we created our wave 1. Yeah. Now we need a wave 2, and then we need a very, very sharp wave 3 towards the upside. This is exactly what we need to see, and then for 5, of course for 5 again for higher. So these are the fib level right now expected, of course, from this wave 1 to here. We're expecting the 93K, right? The 93K is a 1.618. Now, of course, it can be even 90K. I would say let's take this blue box, therefore, for wave 3 here. And then, of course, we still have a wave 4 and a 5, right? Wave 4 and a 5, which it can be, of course, a little bit, nobody knows, extended or not, but it can be still. So if we have like 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5, that would be a nice impulse, and we would like to take the high. Minimum, we would like to take the high. Why? Because, of course, don't forget that in a bigger view, we are in an A, B, and a C. The wave C has to, of course, take the high here for the wave A, and meaning this is gonna finish, of course, a big wave B here, right? We are in a big ABC, and we want to finish, of course, a wave, a wave B here, right? Where are my ABC? That's weird. I think I delete them by mistake. So we have a big ABC, guys. Big A, B, and a C. Looking for wave C towards the 1-to-1 fib level there. And this is our bearish scenario, so we're gonna put the bearish. Here we go. We have the A and the B. We would like to expect the B, well, inside this area rather than here, right? Because here is a very, very shallow wave B. Yeah, so we have 3 waves down, 3 waves up, very shallow time for wave B, which is not acceptable, to be honest. Yeah. Well, we need to see like a remarkable wave, 3 waves for a wave B. So 3 waves up, 3 waves down, taking the high, the low, meaning of course expanding flat. Wave C towards the upside, finishing that wave B very nicely inside here. Now, of course, the expanding flat here, the fibs give us 100K, yeah, towards the 100K. If we project now the 1, 2 here, and we get the wave 3, it's almost 93K. So potentially, I'm not sure if we're gonna take, of course, the 100K, and of course, it's not very 100% sure. What I'm sure about it is once we take the high here, once we take the 95K to 100, and a little bit higher, it is very possible to move directly toward the downside, guys. Why? Because we just finished a wave B. Yeah, and just by taking the high here, 95K 276, and then moving directly, dropping toward the downside. It's gonna be a massive drop after the wave B here. It's gonna be very massive drop toward the downside for a big wave C for a big A, B, and a C. So it's gonna be impulsive. That's why I'm saying it's gonna be massive drop. Now the beautiful thing as well, it's gonna of course pass the time in this case, because as you can see, we're very close to the time, which is the minimum requirement, 0.38. I will prefer 0.618. This is the perfection of time starts there. Here is still of course very low. Now it's still of course very low, but can be very possible as well. If we take this high, don't forget that also we might get like several possibilities for later on. We have to estimate before the drop toward the downside, of course. We have to estimate the several possibilities. Don't forget that we can, of course, this is our scenario right now unfolding from the deep analysis. And of course, we might have several scenarios. We might have this one. So it might unfold exactly as required here, A, B, C, and then start another drop there, and then moving for higher again. Yeah, and then we have to consider that W, X, and Y is unfolding still for a wave B. Yeah, which it can be, of course, A, B, and a C again. So wave B are always, as I said and I mentioned, are painful, and you don't know what to expect, and you don't know when it finishes and when it starts. It starts, yes, we can know, but when it finishes, it's really hard to know because of WXY possibilities. Of course, another scenario from our analysis, deep analysis, was if we move directly toward the downside after crashing here, yeah, so crashing. But that is not the case. Scenario B, we are not crashing anyway because it's just 3 waves and not impulsive waves, right? So 3, 3, 5, that structure, right? Yeah, so basically this one is going out as a scenario soon. Just I would like to see higher prices and an impulse. Once it is done, I remove it. And potentially, of course, we're gonna still have 2 scenarios to experiment, of course. We will finish this one and drop directly, or we're gonna have this one and start, of course, a WXY for longer time. So this is the question mark that we're gonna have for many days, actually, or even weeks. Yeah, it can move with us until May. Yeah, this question mark to see what's gonna happen, guys. So basically, I'm gonna stop it there for Bitcoin today. I know I didn't went so much in the daily because in the daily, of course, we have only one scenario that we repeat every day so far, and I'm gonna just show it on the chart today, just to say where are we on the daily. So in the daily, we are of course in a formation of a big wave 1 here. And we're looking for an A, B, and a C toward the downside to finish a wave 2, potentially at 65K. Because, of course, at 65K, we have a very huge amount of support here. And it's not easy to break this one. And potentially that we are in a wave 3/3. Meaning this is the most explosive and impulsive wave toward the upside that we might have, of course, and it might be, of course, with only with Bitcoin normally, just very shallow wave 2. Sometimes, or I would say in this case, most case scenarios, the wave 2 was hitting only the 0.23. You can check it out, by the way. In every wave 3/3, for example here, you will find that you just touch the 0.23 for this bull run. Also before, it has happened also here, as you can see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so as you can see, the wave 2 very shallow. It might happen again in a bigger view. Yeah, so we have A, B, and a C. In a bigger view, your wave 2 or your 0.23 is exactly at the 68,900, as you can see. So the 0.38, which is minimum requirement, is 51k, meaning we have two options here: whether we move directly to the blue box, just like that in the middle and moving toward the upside, or we move towards this blue box, we retrace in 3 waves back, and then we move one more wave toward the downside for the 0.38, and then of course a new bull run. So that was it for Bitcoin. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.